ಸರ್ ಲೈವ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಲೈವ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ?
ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್. Can you please get some stand or something over here? Can you like not close this? Okay. Close ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಅಕರ್ಡ್ ಐ ಗೆಸ್.
ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬನ್ನಿ.
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಲಿಂಕ್. ಒನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ನಾನು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಮೆಸೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಲ ಲಿಂಕ್ನ? ಅನುಶ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಏನಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇದೆನಾ? ಓಕೆ ಚಲೋ. ಕೀಪ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದಸ್. ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್.
ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಇಟ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲಿಟ್ರಿ? ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಮಿರರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನಿಂಗು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ನೋಡಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅದನ್ನ? ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ.
ಈ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೋನ್ ಯಾವ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ? ಯಾರು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕರೀಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ? ಲೆಟ್ ದಮ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ವೇ ಲೈಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ
ನನ್ನ ಮೊಬೈಲನ್ನೇ?
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ತಾನೇ? ಏನು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ?
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಿರರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಂದಾಗ.
ಇದು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮೊಬೈಲ್. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ?
ಅವನು ಕರಿತೀನಿ. they did the mirror screening. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಿರರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ
ಅವನಿಗೆ ವಾಶ್ರೂಮ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಕೇಳುವ
ಕೇಳಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ We need a very small help. We want someone to take care of the live streaming which is going on.
Okay. Can I be here?
No, it will not be from here. It will be from the base. When the Swamiji arrives, you have to like be along with him. After that, he will be sitting on the top floor, right?
Okay.
Then you can keep the mobile at one place. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, and I want it to be horizontal.
Okay.
Okay, just a second. The screens are really dirty. Okay. Yeah, this is much better. Yes, you can be at the ground.
Okay.
If the charge runs out, just let me know. I'll give you the power back.
Yeah. Just inform me. I'll be downstairs and my go here, okay? It's not working. What happened? But it isn't working.
It's in mute actually.
It isn't working actually. Look.
It's working now.
No, it's not working. It's not working. Yeah. Wait, let me check. No, it is not working.
It's working. It's working now.
Oh, yeah.
See, 10, 15, 16, 17.
It is running, but I can't see the video. Yeah, it is not working. I don't know what's wrong. What are we going to do for this? Okay. I'm trying to take a live, but it's not working. So I don't know what's wrong with the screen.
वर्क ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಏನು
Is it working? क्या हुआ?
स्वामी नहीं रे मोबाइल वर्क करते ना ऐसे नहीं मोबाइल के रहे सर ಬಸ್ ಯಾರು ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು
ಸರ್ ಇವ್ರ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು
नहीं लाइव लाइव
ಸರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋದ್ರು ಒಳಗಡೆ
Sorry, excuse me, sir.
ओम ध्रुवं राजावरणो ध्रुवं देवो बृहस्पतिः ध्रुवं तैत्रश्चाग्निश्च राष्ट्रं धारयतां ध्रुवं दीपं ज्योतिपरब्रह्मा दीपं ज्योतिपराजनं दीपेन ह्रियते पापं सभादीपं नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं करोतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते
ಸರ್ ಹಾಗೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಶತ್ರುಬುದ್ಧಿ ವಿನಾಶ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಶತ್ರುವಿನ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ವಿನಾಶ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದ್ವೇಷದ ಬುದ್ಧಿ
ಇದು ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಲೈಕ್ ಇವರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ. We want to be the conduit for all the consulting needs of the so now we will ensure that they get the quality service.
ಸರ್ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ
Very very senior chartered. One of the founders of Deccan, Deccan Aviation, one of the founders. Captain Gopinath jothe ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು
ಸರ್ ಒಂಚೂರು
ಒಂದು ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡಿ. 9 is the partner in this venture. That's all. Our partner and he's our biggest client. ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬಿಲ್ಡರ್. He's one of the leading builders of United.
ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ.
Small train.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗಿ
ಅನುಶ್ರೀ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡು. ಅನುಶ್ರೀ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟ್.
Sorry.
ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಾ ಬ್ರೋ? ಸರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಾ?
Ask Rashmi to get those files immediately. Completely sold from 35 students, no textbooks, no homework, no examinations, completely experiential. ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನಡೆಯಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ
Lab plans very good. Successful. This is an Android OS system. Open the
ಸರ್ ಮದನ್ ಸರ್ ಮದನ್ಗೆ
CEO of Meda School of ಈಗ ಭಾಷಣದಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಿದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೀಟ್ ಅದು
35 seaters. So we have 70 students for one batch. Per classroom 35 students.
There is a lot of flag in the video.
This is what connected with. This is only the.
Yeah, okay. When you are going upstairs, when you are moving upstairs, connect to the nearest network.
Okay, okay.
So it will reduce the
Ping, okay.
video lag.
Okay, bro. Thanks.
Okay.
It's a very old friend. And also is my sister-in-law's classes. Thanks for coming. Miss ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಬನ್ನಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಲೇಟ್ ಸರಿ ಸರಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಸರ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂಡ್ಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ
But when I
ಜಲ್ದಿ ಇದ್ದು ಏಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀ ಇದಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು ಈಗ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ಗಲ್ಲಿಗಳು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 40 ಗಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗ 45 ರೋಡೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ 30 ರೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ
ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ನ ಒಂದು ಟೀಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ L&T ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಇವತ್ತು 300 crore ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಲಿ 300 crore ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ವೆರಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ L&T in the team. He is working to build it up. So his first order is 300 crore is already.
ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು.
Good evening, everyone. If I could request you all to kindly move in and take your seats so that we are not blocking the entrance. If I could request you all to kindly walk in and take your seats for this evening to begin. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Yeah, go ahead. Steven coming.
quick housekeeping check to make sure that all our mobile phones are on silent.
That
So make an every check. Good evening. A couple of days back when I was sitting down with Madan, he handed me this brochure which I managed to read through. And my first comment to Madan was, this looks like an MBA. There was a moment silent, and Madan said, MBAs do an MBA to get a job. We train the people who give MBAs the jobs. And then it dawned to me the magnitude of the mission that Milan was embarking. They wanted to create a space where we could not just provide jobs, but fuel the growth of this country's economy. Now, having spent a lot of my life reading through very exciting Excel sheets and looking at graphs, it occurred to me that our country's ambition needs much more than just a person having a job. It needs people creating a multitude of jobs. And that's the challenge that Midas is embarking on. And that's the solution that you are providing for not just for one or two people, but for the entire country. Now, my name is Ashwin Bhagnath, and it's my delight and pleasure to be your host here this evening. Now, every journey starts like a Johari window. You know, for those of you who are not yet initiated with what a Johari window is, it's a square with 4 more smaller squares inside. Now, a Johari window is fundamentally a way of you to understand your relationship with several things. Now, the first window in the Johari box is something called I don't know that I don't know. Now, 20 seconds before this, many of you never heard the word Johari window. But the moment you heard the word Johari window, you moved from that space of I don't know that I don't know to now I know about something that I don't know.
What happened?
So you know that there's
In the
something
live
called a
stream,
Johari
second
window.
to live stream,
There's
it
no
does not
something like a
Yeah,
box.
I saw it.
But once you hop to the
completely
second
zoomed.
box, and I tell you a little bit more about the Johari window, and I tell you that the best way you can evaluate your ability to learn and what you know is employ a Johari window, you moved into the third box, which says, I know that I know. But fundamentally, everybody yearns to go to the fourth box in the Johari window. It's the box of subconscious competence. You don't even know that you know. I could ask Mr. Prashant Prakash as to how do you evaluate so many pitch decks that come your way? And he would say it's just an acumen that's been built over such a long period of time that he finds things that are not yet written and he's able to identify them. That's the subconscious competence of being able to perform. Now, all this is interesting, but why are we talking about all these? Learning is an interesting discovery space where you're uncovering as you move. Now, the best example that I can give you is if you're in a dark room and you light a candle, you didn't know what was around you. And as you move around, you're able to discover more things. For some of you who might have heard the word Age of Empires, which is a very old game by Microsoft, it's more than a game. It's one of those games that requires you to take notes as you play the game because it's a discovery. You send a scout across a map, and as he moves, things get uncovered. I send a scout across and I see mountains. Oh, what is the importance of mountains? It's a natural defense. I also know that the wind patterns will change if there's a mountain, which means I can't put a windmill there. Oh, I also know there's going to be a temperature drop, which means I can't breed some kind of animals there. I send my scout a little further away. There's a flat land. As you go, the map gets uncovered and you discover newer things. Thomas to light, from ignorance to knowledge. We'd like to start this evening with the lighting of the lamp, and I'd like our guests to kindly step forward. And also on stage, I would like to welcome Dhirendra, who is a co-founder of Liberal Educare Foundation and CEO of Eduquity, Mr. Jairam Rajpuria, CEO of Karnataka Maritime Board, and also Shri Madan Kumar, the co-founder and CEO of Liberal Educare Foundation. I could request all our guests and gentlemen on stage to kindly light the lamp. Let me just check if our photographer has got all the pictures they need. They need to allow me to go further away. Can I? Thank you. If I could welcome guests of honor to kindly take your seat, please. Lovely. Now, for our welcome address, I'd like to welcome on to the podium Srimati Kumar, our co-founder and CEO here at Literary Educate Foundation, to really put the evening into perspective as to how he sees the Meta School of Entrepreneurship is placing the focus of experience to define the future of our industry. Over to you, sir.
Okay.
Distinguished guests, honored faculty, respected parents, and dear students. Good evening and welcome to the inauguration of Meta School of Entrepreneurship in Bangalore. Today marks a significant milestone in our journey, a journey rooted in the vision of nurturing the entrepreneurial spirit and fostering innovation among the leaders of tomorrow. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for being here today. Your presence is a testament to the support and belief in our mission to create a transformative educational experience. I would like to thank our guests for the day who are here to help to start our journey. To start with, we would like to honor our Swamiji, Shri Nirmalamrita Swamiji. May I request Jairam Laipura sir to come on the class and Jaramana, please stay back. We would like to welcome Mr. Prashant Prakash. Small token of honor from Meta School of Entrepreneurship. And I request Dhirendra to come on class, please. Dr. Vidya Shankar, Vice Chancellor, Vishweshwara Technological University. Last but not the least, our chief mentor, Parag Bhai, with love we call him Parag Bhai, Professor Parag Shah, who is the founder of first liberal art university in India called Flame University. Thank you, Parag Bhai, for being here with us. Thank you, Drin. What is Meta School of Entrepreneurship? It's a vision for the future. When we embarked on this journey, our aim was very clear to build an institution that goes beyond traditional education, one that immerses students in the real world of entrepreneurship, At Midas, we believe that every individual has the potential to create, innovate, and lead. Our mission is to unlock that potential, providing our students with the tools, mentorship, and opportunities to turn their dreams into reality. The path of today's inauguration has been paved with relentless dedication, collaborative efforts, and unwavering commitment to excellence.
We are deeply grateful to our faculty who not only imparted knowledge but also inspired and guided our students to think critically and creatively. Their expertise and passion are the cornerstone of this institution. Today, we are very honored to have partnered with two prestigious universities. One is Adi Chunchandgiri University, the other one is Vishweshwaraya Technological University. For accepting that we can make a change in this environment, and we promise you that we are going to definitely bring a welcome change to society. This campus, this campus is more just than a place of learning. It's a hub of innovation, creativity, and collaboration. Designed with the state of facilities and nurturing environment. Designed with state-of-the-art facilities and nurturing an environment, it embodies our commitment to providing a space where ideas can flourish and entrepreneurs can thrive. To our dear students here, you are the heart into this new chapter. Remember that this is not just an institution, it's a community that believes in your potential. Here you are encouraged to challenge the status quo, to think boldly and to pursue your passions and determination and integrity. As we open the doors to this new campus, we are opening the doors to endless possibilities. We envision a future where our graduates not only excel in their chosen fields, but also make significant contributions to society. Your success stories will be our legacy, and your innovations will shape the world of tomorrow. Today's inauguration is a celebration of dreams realized and a promise of what lies ahead. Let us embrace this moment with pride and excitement, knowing that together we are building a brighter and more entrepreneurial future. Thank you once again for your support and for sharing this special day with us. We look forward to embarking on this journey together and to witness the remarkable achievements that will emerge from Midas School of Entrepreneurship. Once again, thank you all.
Thank you very much, Madan. I don't know if you were paying attention, but the first sentence that Madan said was, we just don't teach, but we create opportunities. And that is perhaps the hardest challenge, which the organization is putting its neck out and saying that we are going to be able to do that for students. It's not just classroom, it's about experiences and really creating a gate and opening it for them to walk through and seize the future. Now for our keynote address today, we have a gentleman who wears really many hats. He is the chairman of the government of Karnataka's IT Vision Group. We commonly know him as the founding partner at Axel. He's also an advisor to the Liberal Education Foundation. But for all of us here at Midas, he is front and center of the industry which is truly pushing entrepreneurs in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Shri Prashant Thomas. Entrepreneurship in this country. Right? So if you go back to when Infosys, I mean, there's, of course, there was, there was the Tatas, there was the Birlas, there were all these big families. But I think this city gave the opportunity for an ordinary person to dream big, and create something that we would otherwise have to go abroad to create. So we had a little bit of that global spirit in the city, and it is that global spirit that made Bangalore, and that's even till this date. This is the city where everything new starts from, and everything new really emanates from the city, and it's great that we have one more new thing from the city, which is the Midas School of Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, in my mind, is one of those skills that are innate. Yes, I think we have two components to every type of skill, right? There is the innate skill, and then there is something that you can teach somebody. The innate skill of entrepreneurship, which is resilience. The innate skill of entrepreneurship, which is about being bold. The innate skill of entrepreneurship, which is about spotting an opportunity. Nobody can teach you how to spot an opportunity. But there are entrepreneurs that I've seen who develop over a period of time. So you don't have to be so people ask me, do you have to be a born entrepreneur? I say, yes, it's like being one of those gifted cricketers, right? So if you're a gifted cricketer, you at a very young age, you're going to go make a lot of progress. But there are other folks who really hone their skills. So it's my belief that entrepreneurship is a mindset, that is a tool, that is an invaluable tool, that even if you're not an entrepreneur, even if you're not a born entrepreneur, I think it makes sense for each of us to have this skill of this being an entrepreneur. And what is an entrepreneurial mindset? An entrepreneurial mindset is one of the standard things, right? Being able to have this continuous learning mindset. Entrepreneurial mindset is one of never giving up, right? An entrepreneurial mindset is one where you know how to collaborate with other people and bring other people together to solve a problem, right? Where even if you can't do it, because you're able to have that power to show the vision, the power of your vision is what brings people together. So at the heart of being a good entrepreneur is also being a good leader. So that entrepreneurial mindset is at the heart of being able to do a lot of creative and a lot of productive and a lot of what I would call as nation building activities, right? So that is so while entrepreneurship is a superpower, I think underlying the superpower is this byproduct of being able to build a nation. And that's why this skill is so important and so paramount for a country like ours that is going from a $4 trillion economy to a $10 trillion economy. This is not going to happen by any public sector institution, by any government job. It is only going to happen by making entrepreneurship a more secular, broad-based capability in tens and thousands of our students. And towards that, I think you need many, many such institutions, but it's great that we have one such effort from Jairam and his colleagues, and I really commend them that, just going back to the early 2000s is when the next wave of entrepreneurship really came. You had the first wave where you had the Narayan Murthy's, Azim Premji's and Kiran Majumdar's build out the first generation of entrepreneurship in the city. The second generation of entrepreneurship, which is where you had the Flipkarts, the Swiggies and all these companies come. I think somewhere even at that time, it was a bit elitist. You have to be from an IIT, you have to be from an IIM. Those were the people who were becoming entrepreneurs. But what I'm seeing more and more, that a common graduate from a normal engineering college, not the top 10 engineering, common graduate from a BA, BSc college, is able to actually muster that courage and have that capability. Even if the person does not have the capabilities, there's enough mentoring in the ecosystem. And this institution is one such mentoring platform where they're able to become entrepreneurs even if they did not come from an IIM or IIT. So this democratization of entrepreneurship in our country, I think, is what will help us in the next 25 years, and this is what I tell everybody, right? So there's a large portion of this country that has waited for 75 years to get just basic, equitable quality of life, and that cannot, I mean, this wait cannot be go on for another 50 and 100 years. In the next 25 years, we need to accelerate this progress and ensure that the 500 million people today who we need to bring on to this boat of economic prosperity is made possible by not 1,000 entrepreneurs or 10,000 or just 10,000 entrepreneurs, but lakhs of entrepreneurs who will get created in the next 25 years. Thank you and all the best to us. Thank you so much. You're really underscoring our larger vision of nation building beyond just creating entrepreneurs. Thank you, sir. Now, today we are excited and honored to have the support of an education leader who's at the helm of ensuring Karnataka's technological superiority at the global stage. The Vice Chancellor at the Visvesvaraya Technological University, Dr. Vidya Shankar. Sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾನಂದನಾಥ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರ ಪಾದಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವ ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಅವರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಪರಾಗ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅವರೇ, at the outset I congratulate the management of Midas School of Entrepreneurship for having established a school of entrepreneurship in the heart of the city, which is the need of the hour. A country like India, where with 140 crore population, the country is seeing day to day the unemployability rate. Today, rulers of the country wants job providers rather than the job seekers. But how to create a job providers? There is altogether a different mindset among the students whenever and wherever I go and address the students. Today, younger generation, as I am seeing, they want an engineering degree and one job with a salary of 75 or 1 lakh, and then marry a girl who also earns 1 lakh salary and enjoy the life. That was even today we are having still it is going on. I need to go back there. We have organized the meeting of all the principals of the engineering colleges along with National Skill Development Council chairperson. CEO was there addressing the young mind principals, and he requested me organize one such meet to address the students also. He spoke with clear data of what the unemployability rate is going to be, why the engineers of those years were not required to update skill, why the engineers of today need to update the skill every day. That is the need of the hour. In that context, now to develop the entrepreneurs, real entrepreneurs. The age old, there are a procedure where the DSC has tried lot sponsoring some 25,000 rupees every college to address the students and to encourage the teachers, encourage the students to become an entrepreneurs. And they have introduced a subject called entrepreneurship and management. Those things are also still failure. As a Vice Chancellor of an state university, I have come to know one thing, that we need to create an awareness not in the minds of the students, but to create the awareness among the parents. If even a boy is ready, his parents says, why you should take the risk of becoming an entrepreneur? Join for a government job or join for a good company, earn a salary, enjoy your life. That means, really, when Midas came with management, many members on Amarnath, and then many came to me, we met in the Etria Hotel. I said, why do you want to start? Because even Prashant Prakash ji knows that creators of entrepreneurs have signed an MOU with us. But now Suresh, today morning only, yesterday morning he has sent a message. Vidya I'm upset, nobody is cooperating. The same words. So, when that is the situation, I asked Amar, why you want to start this? Are these students going to come? And of course, I don't say that there are no one is there to take up this entrepreneurship program. Whatever the encouragement that we give, even in university also, we have also established Section 8 company to promote startup among the students. Whenever we call for something, the attendance will be very thin. It's a university with a 4 lakh students. The mindset of the heads of the institution needs to be changed. The mindset of the parent needs to be changed. If a Suresh goes and says to the principal or address the students along with the principal, when it comes, he asks 5 lakhs to be paid per college, then they will come back. That kind of attitude should not be there in the heads of the institution. Then definitely, there is one thing is sure, they have understood that the unemployability rate is 70 to 80% unemployability rate is there. The onus of responsibility of creating an entrepreneur not only lies with, should take a bold decision of establishing or signing an MOU with companies like Midas or Co-Create to create an entrepreneur with such a small fees also, the managements are not willing. If this is the situation, the things will definitely will not improve. And mindset of the students also, that's why we are thinking of making compulsorily. I am requesting Prashant ji to all the entrepreneurship company to create a video record of 5 to 10 minutes. What is the need of an entrepreneurship or an entrepreneur? A country like in India, 15 lakh engineering graduates are graduated every year from 5,000 engineering colleges, and where the government will provide a job for all the 15 lakh engineers. Of course, certain percentage will go to some other countries, certain. And today, what is the fate of the engineering graduates? Yeah. The reason being, when they are at the young age, when they join for an engineering, there must be a proper, that's why the induction program is being introduced in the engineering colleges for 15 days induction program. In the real induction program, in fact, the regularization, our rules will be created that they have to send the CDs, they have to present. Now we are preparing the prepared speech or prepared what is called inputs by the companies, why there is a need to create an entrepreneur, why there is a need to create startups. All those 5 to 10 minutes EV they have to compulsory display in the induction program, or they have to compulsorily call experts or those who are trained, master trainers, creating an all those normally 15 days induction program, they will just tell about the syllabus and let off the students. But that should not be the attitude. For that, to me, at least at late I understood that there is a need to make a rule. Without making a rule, we cannot enforce. Of course, entrepreneurs can be created if there is a interest in the students. But if there is an interest in the students, it is a necessity, it is the responsibility of the management to identify such students. That is also not being done at the college. For all those things, we have taken a decision. We are creating many such platforms to make sure that all the students will undergo such kind of 1 week, the program in that 15 days induction program. Those students needs to be exposed to what is entrepreneur, what is startup, where all those connected issue. I think companies like Midas can, if they design, we are ready to, we have already signed an MOU with Midas also. To offer the joint certification course on entrepreneurship program. Any such things will happen soon. And definitely, I once again congratulate for having taken a decision. I will say, always say, bold decision. I inquired many things, I discussed many things with them. Why you have come with such, and the fees, what they mentioned, are the students willing to pay so much? Study. See, one college, co-create wants 7 lakhs, but one student, 7 lakh, how many students are going? There are many questions, of course. When you plan to establish, you might have worked out in a different way, using your knowledge and the experience, what you had in this field. Most probably that might have made you to come to that conclusion that this must be the fees, this must be the thing. So, to me, with this, I thank the management of this Midas for having invited me and allowed me to address the allied personalities who are present here. And we have already taken permission from Swamiji. I have to go and address my principals there in Ashoka Hotel, Lalit Ashok. I once again seek the permission of all the elected class of people who are present here to allow me to leave from this function and go back and address my principals. I have not yet concluded my speech of morning, which has opened up at 10 a.m. and it will be end at 5:30 or 5. There are many companies present here, presenting, even entrepreneurship companies there, presenting to say that what is the importance of the entrepreneurship to the principals. First, we are enlightening the principals, and then through them we will try to inculcate to the students that what is the importance of entrepreneurship. Thank you once again.
We are very happy to announce that the Middle School of Entrepreneurship and the WITU have signed a memorandum of understanding. I request Captain Vidya Shankar to join us on stage and for them to share our memorandum of understanding documents. They could also request the photography team to capture this image. The memorandum of understanding of collaboration between the Middle School of Entrepreneurship and the Vishweshwar University. On stage, we've got Sri Nandar Kumar, Dr. Manoj Shah, and Dr. Vidya Shankar. We'd like to thank Dr. Vidya Shankar for taking time out amongst his busy schedules and joining us here at the launch. Now, I would be entirely accurate if I would say that MIDIS is a manifestation of his vision. He is the founder chairman of FLAME, India's first liberal arts university, and here he is the chief mentor at the MIDIS School of Entrepreneurship. I'm pleased you have all welcome to Professor Parag Shah.
Good evening, everyone. From Puja Swamiji, Ash, and distinguished guests over here, students, parents, and warm welcome to you. See, great things never happen with plans. Great things happen serendipitously. They happen by accident. Very good thing if you see, hear the story of my problem. Hear the story of Narayan Murthy. They never planned to make it a $3 trillion, even Apple. You know what Apple never began as a vision of $3 trillion company. They had the vision that आज हमने 5 hospitals बनाए, however going to spend on 5 countries. Sometime in 2000 or so, there was a raging debate amongst academics whether entrepreneurship can be taught or not. There is a lady called Dr. Sarah Saraswati. She belongs to the Garden Business School. And she wanted to find out, under controlled environment, she got almost 60, what she called expert entrepreneurs, first generation. And she asked them questions under controlled environment. And she spoke to 60 CEOs, asking them the same question, same condition. And she stumbled on the theory of effectuation. She said the theory of effectuation, the theory that states that entrepreneurs can be made, they are not born. And at Midas we believe that entrepreneurs are not made, they are not born, they are made. You can be entrepreneur of anyone provided you have to have 2 skills that Prakash spoke about. One is attitude of wanting to learn, keeping that child alive in you. Because child is president of how it feels. But you have to have that curiosity. And secondly is the attitude of experimentation. The piece of entrepreneurship is creativity. The piece of creativity is observation and empathy. If you are empathetic to your customer needs, and if you are observing enough, you will find enough opportunity. So one of the things we do at MIDAS is to give them, we make them write what we call bugs. Every day they are supposed to write a buggy. Every 15 days we review our faculty. None of our faculty, by the way, are academics. We are all practicing entrepreneurs. So what we do is put them through a module called Transcend. Transcend is a module where a student is able to firstly identify what his passion is, and then find out what he can do. Like, there is a student who said his passion is health and fitness. So we said, okay, now we look at health and fitness, do research on that, and let's see how it goes. One student said that he is going on a pool. Then let's go into pool business. Do anything from starting a restaurant to delivering food at home to creating a remote kitchen. That's about it. We don't believe that we should make unicorn. We believe that kids should be taught to fail fast and fail. And we must encourage kids to fail. Unless we encourage kids to fail, you are our society, in our society, the problem is you are 10th standard failure, you are outcast in this society. But 12th standard failure, you are outcast in this society. I am, by the way, a 12th standard failure. I failed in my friends. And my mother slapped me. क्योंकि हमारे घर में सरस्वती बचती है. Saraswati sits in his house. You insulted her. Every time I have made up my mind. This is something in education. So, we don't believe in conducting any examination. Now, when you ask a person to find out his passion, And you guide him through a series of questions and answers. So we use the Socratic method. Socratic method is about asking the right question. What our current education system does is forcing you to come up with one right answer. So let me give you a case in point. 5 plus 5 is equal to question 1. And the current system tells you to answer is only 1 10. So you have to flip the question and just dash plus dash is equal to now you infinite answer. So instead of forward thinking, you have to have time. That's what our focus is on. So Transcend is a module that helps them understand themselves better, find out their strengths and their weaknesses, and work on the strengths, leverage on the strengths, and compensate for their weakness. Somebody may not be good at finance, somebody may not be good at marketing, somebody may not be good at, HR. So we identify his weaknesses also. We have a test, and the test tells us what the strength and weakness of the kid. What I have noticed is, most of the kids who come to us are disillusioned with the current education system. So they have been nobodies. They never achieved anything in their life. They have a burning desire to do something to prove to their parents, I am the I also became an entrepreneur. I did of my sheer hard work. My father used to feel that he could surrender my life. When I was a kid, he used to slap me and tell me that तूने हजाम की दुकान खोल दिया है, तो मुझे वापस जाओ. I used to feel very bad. Then one day I am working. The point is that he died before I became successful. So he could never see my success. So obviously I'm up there. But so we don't believe in exams. Why? So we believe in experiential learning. You cannot examine people. There is continuous assessment. Is a kid participating in discussion? What is the quality of his answer? What is the quality of his question? So there is a continuous assessment happening. And at the end of the term, we give them what we call qualitative assessment given by the faculty. The faculty grade. So it's not that we are not grading students. We don't believe in exam. At Pune, we don't give any credits. We just give a postgraduate certificate in management, 11 months program, period. Nothing is illegal about it. But out here, I am told that parents are very worried. Degree नहीं क्या क्या इतना पैसा लेंगे. The point I am making is that okay, take the degree. That's what uses some sense of assurance. That's fine. But I have seen that nobody asks me your starting line. Nobody asks me your finishing line. How many of us know what was the credential of APJ Abdul Kalam? What do you know? You know that he was a PhD. He was a scientist. Maybe he was in physics or mathematics. You don't know beyond that. People may never ask you your starting line. People will always ask your finishing line. An entrepreneur may not earn as much as a salaried person will earn. At the end of it, he will be running an empire. That's the vision we give on. That's the empowerment we give on. We work very closely.
Sticker on
So I want to
Yeah,
discuss
but
about 4
sticker.
values we have at Midar. First value we have at Midar is
It's not working.
No.
Parampara.
Max.
We
Yeah,
purposely
remove
use the
cover.
word ethos.
The cover, don't worry about it.
The Guru can never allow Shishya. And I believe that kids today are not looking for freedom, they are looking for direction. They want direction, they don't want freedom. Being they are brought up in an environment where we felt we needed freedom, so we give our kids plenty of freedom. But we should be looking at giving them direction. And today, the relationship between a Guru and a Shishya is not one of transfer of knowledge. Because knowledge is available in thin air. Go to Google and see the notes. But the main thing is, there is a spiritual relationship that is developed between the student and the guru. This is what we work on. The kids today need some direction. They need handholding. No, we need to celebrate small achievements actually. That's what how we work at finance. Other thing I want to tell you is that four things we do differently. One is critical thinking. I don't think there is any institution in India, not even the law college, which courses in critical thinking. Critical thinking is a method propounded by Socrates, the Greek philosopher. He said, how you ask the question when you are unravel the knowledge. It's a proving hypothesis. He got hold of the 11-year-old slave boy. बिल्कुल अनपढ़ गवार पढ़ाई लिखाई नहीं. The people were laughing at him. He picked up a stick on the sand of Hindu and he drew a square. He drew a diagonal across. And he said that he started asking the boy questions. At the end of 45 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, he was surprised. The boy solved the Pythagorean theorem. So it's how you ask the question rather than chasing the right answer. So we focus on
Try to hold it steady.
to raise the right question.
Lot of shaking is going on downstairs. So try to get it steady. Okay.
We push students to raise the right question. Critical thinking is about that. Creativity is a very important element. So I teach a course in creativity and critical thinking. And then we have macroeconomics, we have design thinking, we have brainstorming, we do mind mapping. These are unique courses that are not taught anywhere. There is a method to this whole madness as well. We have proved it time and again. And students are able to really excel at them. In fact, I was just sharing some of the PLL, personal learning law, where a student is supposed to write at the end of every day. Before 11 p.m., they should send a personal learning law to all the faculty. So we know how much of PLL.
Place it in the front, it would look good.
Another was literally
or with a table or something.
Praise of what the students are writing.
Tripod is not a table, you
People are nothing, they just ordinary become BA graduates. They suddenly feel so empowered. And they feel so good about
I just wanted one chair and
they are able
that's
to
it.
really we are
I
able
place
to
it.
get the best out of it. And the third thing we do is what we call EICQ, entrepreneurial industry compatibility courses. Are you compatible to the products or the delivering? Somebody may say he loves music. You can't make a career in music. You can't be an entrepreneur in music. You can be, but it is difficult. We encourage them to go into music. Go to something that is more palatable to their parents. And we don't ask them to go for series O funding, angel investment, nothing on that. They say work within your means. Work within your means. Don't focus on the goal. Goal setting is not for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are not goal setters. They work within their means. This is a theory of situation that I am talking about. So we have EICQ, and then we do what is called lean startup, lean canvas, and lean canvas, as Eric Ries, the great author of lean startup, has said that 95% of organizations fail, startups fail in the third round funding because they assume that this is what the customer needs. Instead of assuming what the customer needs, or instead of conducting a major survey, expensive survey, what you should do is go to early adopters. People who want this as a product or a service yesterday. Talk to them. And then go around developing a product, building, measuring and learning. You build, measure and learn, build, measure and learn. Keep on doing iterations to your product till you have achieved finality of it. I just want to end my talk with a small thing I had written many years back. my vision about education. In life, you have to find your own way. It will not be a shortcut always. In fact, the longer, the better. More life you get to see and explore and experience, the better. All our lives, from the day we are born, we are programmed. We live a programmed existence, programmed to achieve, to excel, and reach the destination. Faster, now, soon, kill, kick, but get ahead. All our lives, we are in a hurry to reach some place, an unknown place, and in the process, forget the process. And also forget that life is not a destination, but just a journey. My university should liberate you from the program. It will not impose anything on you. It won't promise you a rosy destination, only a beautiful path towards that destination. Destination is for you to matter of individual choice. I dream one day from this university will come Nobel laureates, prime ministers, Booker Prize nominees, Olympic champions. I dream to create an environment where the young generation will be the change they want to be. They will all be winners, but not just winners, humble winners, modest. So this is my vision for education. Education should empower young people to enjoy the journey, not look for a destination. That is the philosophy on which Lean was founded. It is the philosophy on which we have to. I believe that we make the journey so enjoyable for the students. That they will discover for themselves what is best for them. Thank you very much everyone for listening to me.
Thank you, Professor Shah, for giving us the foundational thought on which the middle school foundationship is built. I'm now very privileged in welcoming Shri Nirmalanandanatha Mahaswamiji, the head of the Adi Chanchanagiri Mahasamsthana, to bestow upon us his blessings and share his thoughts on the importance of nurturing the university.
ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम केवलम ज्ञानमूर्ति द्वंद्वातीतम गगन सदृशम तत्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम एकम नित्यम हिमलम अचलम सर्वधि साक्षिभूतम भावातीतम त्रिगुणरहितम सद्गुरुं तम नमामि। श्री विद्यां जगतां धात्रीं सर्गस्थितिलयेश्वरी नमामि ललितां नित्या महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी। I salute to the divine soul of His Holiness Jagadguru, Padma Bhushan Dr. Sri Balgangadhar Mahaswamiji. And today's chief guest, Dr. Vidya Shankar, Vice Chancellor of our Visheshwara Technological University, who took leave after having delivered his speech. Sri Parakshaji, who is the founder chairman of Flame University and chief mentor of Veda School of Entrepreneurship. Prashant Prakarji, Madam who is present on the dais. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರೋದನ್ನು ಕರೀತಿ? How many of you can't speak or can't understand? How many of you are unable to understand Kannada? Yeah, it's okay. Particularly being in midst of our own people, those who are really able to understand our own language in their perspective, before them speaking other language, not that it is difficult, bit uncomfortable. Despite that, it gives me an immense pleasure to be here. When I was invited, having not asked the reason why I should be here, I was under the impression, under the understanding that there should be a different school where kids would be there, children would be there. Going there, I can chat and discuss and interact with the children. I'm coming over here, having seen the whole system and the setup. Now I have been realizing this is the modern world. With the advent of steam engine, first industrial revolution came into existence. Correct? Next, with the electricity, second industrial revolution came into existence. Thirdly, with the digital. Now we are in the fourth industrial revolution with artificial intelligence, big data, machine learning, cloud computing, and all these things. Our children have been coming out of engineering institutions. As our Vice Chancellor has mentioned, they are all engineering graduates when it comes to the employability. Poor shows it. Now we have to compete not among our humans, rather we have to compete with the machines. It is quite crystal clear why we have to compete with the machines. If you don't increase the skill level of our learning, obviously our opportunities are going to be snatched away. We human beings do know how to serve the society. Not that bad. Serving the society is quite good. But knowing not what to we serve, in the name of the service we are going to become slaves. Swami Vivekananda used to tell, one who knows how to serve can build the society, he is the one who can become a master. If that is the kind of service and the servant we are going to be, then it is going to be appreciated. But like a slave, only ignorant can become a slave. Only the person of knowledge and the man of wisdom can be a real servant, one who can be a master on the world. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ we are okay taking 50,000 or 60,000 working somebody leading a kind of life, not that spiritual level. So in the light of that, this Miras institution which has come into existence to prepare, produce entrepreneurs. Today in our country, when we look into the economic condition and the size of the economy, though we say we are fifth largest economy, three sectors if you consider: service sector, agriculture sector, and manufacturing sector. Manufacturing sector, it may be somewhere around 25 to 27% contribution to the GDP, and 17 to 18% from agriculture sector, remaining is from service sector. This kind of entrepreneurship is going to act like a bridge between the service sector and the manufacturing industries, manufacturing sector. Whatever we do, if it is going to be skillful, obviously the human potential and the quality of the personality is going to be increased. Keeping that in mind, these institutions come into existence. They have been promoting and they have been producing, they have been extending their postgraduate certificate in management, PGCM, correct? PGCM. So the day when the school is going to be started and when you start inculcating that skill, as a student I am going to be here to understand what exactly the skill which you are going to produce, which you are going to inculcate in the minds of the children. ಅಂಥದ್ದಿನ ಬಂದು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. So all you are addressing DS to, I have not been seeing the students over here. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡವರೇ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಹೊತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ really when you are going to start the class, I wish to understand what is the kind of curriculum which you are going to get. So with that, because only qualification which I do have to be here to speak and address upon this topic, though I am ignorant of it, I being a sannyasi. We have been running 5 engineering colleges, 5 polytechnics, several ITIs and many such institutions. if you really feel that this institution is going to be useful in producing, in making ordinary servants as an entrepreneurship, instead of a job seeker, as it's mentioned, job creators, then we are going to accept it and we are going to understand that thereby we can make our children to embrace this skill. So you being here, it is quite compatible and easy and comfortable for us to understand, make our children to accept this kind of syllabus. Inna Shah ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, so he was mentioning about the Gurukul system. Yes, over here, no book will be there, no examination will be there, nothing will be there. Their level of understanding is going to measure at the end of the day the kind of skill which he has inculcated in the system, wherein he is going to be fitting into the required society, job market. In olden days, such a system was there in our country. Gurukul system, what he has mentioned. ಅಂಥದ್ದೊಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮು, ಅಂಥದ್ದೊಂದು ಪದ್ಧತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಬಹುಶಃ ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಆ ಕಡೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆದರೆ ದ ಅಡ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್, ಮಷಿನ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮುಂದಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ಮನುಷ್ಯರ, ಬರೀ ಮಕ್ಕಳಷ್ಟೇ, ಮನುಷ್ಯರ ಭವಿಷ್ಯನ ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಭಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ತಮಾಷೆ ಹೋದ ಕಡೆ with respect to this, I mentioned this, not the incident of this digital world. Way back when I was learning 5th class, way back in 1980-85, ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಒಂದು ಕೋಟ್ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗಝೈನಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ about 60 robotic students used to be taught by a robotic teacher. The class of the lesson of the class used to be history. ಯಾವುದು ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ 3 centimeter by 3 centimeter ಕಾರ್ಟೂನ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಯಾವಾಗ 84-85 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೀಚರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, robotic teacher while teaching students, dear students, whose words are these? Robotic teacher, dear students, history says about 500 years ago, so-called human beings were living on this planet Earth. Is it possible to believe? ಅದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿತ್ತು. ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕ? ಇದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕ. ಇದು ಅರ್ಧ, ಅದು ಅರ್ಧ. Human teacher, human students about 16th class. ಅಗೈನ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಶತಮಾನಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಈ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಡೈನೋಸಾರಸ್ಸು, ರಿನೋಸಾರಸ್ಸು ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದು ತಿಳಿದು ಬರುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಂಬಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವೇ? We have been losing the creativity. For each and everything we have been depending upon the machines. ನಮಗೆ ಸಣ್ಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಡಿಗಳು ಬರ್ತಿವೆ. Slowly we have lost that. Our evolution theory says use or lose. Use and disuse. For each and everything when we have been relying, depending upon the machine. What about our brain? If our brain is not used properly, one day will come, that part of brain is going to, correct? We are going to do that creativity. So many other problems are there. With the advent of all these things, we have to find a solution. ಆಧುನಿಕತೆಯನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕತೆ ಆಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಳಿದಲೇ ಹೋದದ್ದೇ ಆದರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಐನ್ಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ ಮಾತು. We have greatest tragedy of the day. I have been quoting Einstein. Greatest tragedy of the day is that man has succeeded in splitting an atom before acquiring the wisdom of uniting human hearts. ಇದ್ರ ಕಡೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮಿರಾಜ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಪುಣೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದುಬೈ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ಅಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟೆಡ್. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು be useful for our young graduates after completion of their graduation in the respective institution coming over here. How you people are going to produce as entrepreneurs. Thereby, thousands are going to be absorbed by those entrepreneurs. ಇಂಥದ್ದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಭೈರವೇಶ್ವರ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಜೈ ಶ್ರೀ
We'd like to thank you for placing our mission in a larger perspective, and your presence here provides an auspicious start to our mission. For our vote of thanks, I'd like to call R. Dhirendra, the co-founder here at the Liberal Educate Foundation and also CEO of it.
Thank you, Ashwin. You know, I'm not very good at giving thank you speeches. So before I started out, I wanted to understand where did this word thank you originate from? So actually, it is a Latin word that means tongre, and tongre means I will remember what you have done for me. So His Holiness Nirmalanda Nathananda has given us a big burden for having us to remember that we have to produce great entrepreneurs. That will be the telling story for us. His being here itself and blessing not only this institution, but this entire environment in its real sense of purity is what we are really blessed with. Thank you so much, Swamiji, for being here from the bottom of our hearts. It's a big day for us. Yes, for India to go to the next level, and like what he rightly mentioned, is not splitting atoms, but to unite, to make India a very, very strong country, a country that has got strong intellectual capacity, a country that knows that through this intellectual capacity, we are able to use our resources properly, because our resources are not going to last forever. And like he told the stories of the dinosaurs 500 years ago, that dinosaurs were here and then humans were there. Hopefully in 500 years from now, we should not be saying that there was nothing but just sand over here. So that's the real burden on us. And Swamiji, you put things in such a right perspective that it gives us great courage. And we really look forward and to enlighten them, to take them to the next level. That's a lifelong journey, Swamiji. We all have to continuously keep doing that. But I think the depth and the kind of knowledge and the kind of passion and dedication that you have done with your humility, I think we have to learn a lot from you. To the other members who were here earlier, Dr. Vidyashankar, he said there is a paucity in the education system where we're not encouraging entrepreneurs, or we're not creating that entrepreneur mindset. And this is the biggest strategy in our system, because we want people to succeed more than that for them to fail. And unless we don't fail in any entrepreneur's journey, there is always continuous failure. The 1.1% success that you hear, even if you talk to Mr. Narayan Murthy or any of the top entrepreneurs, they have failed before they've come to the level what they are today. So I believe that we have to create that, in one sense, failure to succeed. And that model is what, we're not saying that in this institute we will do that, but we will teach you how to handle failure and to come to the next level, to lead by example, to become good entrepreneurs. So to Dr. Vidyashankar, who's not here with us, thank you that he took his time to come to this program and also be a part of our mission and vision. To Mr. Prashant, who himself, as he mentioned that entrepreneurs in the earlier days had to come from very elite backgrounds, but he himself is an example of an individual who came from a very ordinary background and made it big as an entrepreneur. And I've seen Mr. Prashant from the times when he ran his first company called Erasmic, and from where to where he has risen. So the power of dreaming and the power of doing is what entrepreneurship is all about. And if you believe in yourself, I think you can achieve wonders. And he's a great example,
and I think he's a big asset for our country, for our, not only our country but our state, as a part of the Vision IT mission. So thank you to him, and we look forward to his support because he's going to be a part of our board of advisors. What do I tell about my friend, Professor Parag Shah? I met Parag Bhai 20 years ago when he told me, Virendra, I'm going to start this liberal education university. And I said, this is fantastic. I mean, 20 years back, exactly 2004, Parag, right? I said, this is what India has to be. Because if we have to create a very vibrant education system, then students should be allowed to study any subject they like and then decide what kind of careers they should fashion out for themselves. And Parag Bhai said that I'm going to build this university, it's called Flame, and just off the cuff remark he made, he said, I'm also building a golf course. Now that was of more interest to me than the university. I said, really, you want to build a golf course? He said, yeah, I want to build a golf course. I said, why do you want to build a golf course? He said, in golf, I just started playing golf that time. He said, you can analyze a man within 4 hours of what he will be and what he will not be, and you can decide to work with him or not. So I want all my students to learn golf. So then after 2 years, he called me and he said, Virendra, it's ready. Very craftily, he said, it's ready. I said, what, the university is ready? I said, fantastic. I mean, as usual, like you have come here, you'll see only buildings and all that. He said, no, the golf course is ready. So he's an individual of a man who has chased his dreams, who has been a true entrepreneur, who's written a book called Antaraprerna, and his dream of building entrepreneurs. And last year when I met him and I said, Parag, we have to create not just hundreds but thousands of entrepreneurs in this country, and they've got to come from various backgrounds, for us to propel India to the next level. The next level of entrepreneurship is not just about AI as we talk, but to really empower the thousands that are in our villages who can also dream big and become big. So Parag Bhai, thank you for everything, not just being the mentor of Midas and creating the Midas touch, but being a great friend and to carry on this journey together. And to many of you who are here, some I recognize and some I don't, thank you so much. I must first of all, of course, in this, I forgot to thank some of the main people in my life. Actually, I should thank my parents, especially my mother, because when I was 10 years old and I had this habit of reading, and we could not afford to buy that many books because my dad was, he was a service officer, he was in the army. So I started a library, and that was my first journey into entrepreneurship. But she allowed me to dream. She allowed me to think that I can do it. And in that course, there are many people who have come into my life, especially my colleagues who are here, Divya Ranjan, Dr. Sudha Bogle, Ashwini, Ramesh, Dr. Amar Pandey, my colleagues, Madan and Jairam, who believe in this dream that we can do it and we will do it. And all the other people who are a part of the Midas family. And of course, I couldn't have come this far if I don't thank my wife, because every time I failed, she said, you will win. Thank you all, and thank you all for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, Glenn, and thank you all for being a lovely audience. We now request you to join us for refreshments. Thank you.
Power on. 2.
Size check. Size check. Same size to that of floor.
Next,
In the auditorium.
A quick request for everybody kindly join us at the basement for the lighting and refreshments. You can use the elevator or the staircase. Thank you.
Yes. Angita, check. Angita, check.
Hey, sir. Guess where I'm going now? Big man. Guess where I'm going now? Where you put me?
Committee meeting.
6 o'clock.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ
ಬೇರೆ ಮತ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ನೀವು
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮರಿಯ ಸರ್
Angita, check.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
Okay, you're going.
I'm going now.
ಗುಡ್ ಲಕ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್
ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿ
ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫುಡ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ
Excuse me.
ನೀವು ತಿಂಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಿಂಡಿ ಟೀ ಕಾಫಿ ಇದೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೆಫೆಟೇರಿಯಾ
Check, Angita.
Please have tea, coffee. No, they're both coffee.
Have to share it.
So please.
I don't know. Ask Anush. No, like to say. I don't think I saw anything.
here only. Congratulations.
Share it.
I want to speak to
Check size.